Coming into this event, Kenny Kopecky is your points leader, but any one of these guys can take it, and here we go. And it looks like Lee Fleming's going to take the lead, but doesn't last very long. Fleming's going to settle into third spot. Second place looks like Kenny Kopecky, and we're going to try and find out who the leader is in just a minute. Lee Fleming in second spot. John Geyer out to an early lead. We're not used to seeing Geyer way up there in front. Usually races in the mid-pack, but Geyer's got his act together today, and he's out in front. Fleming! Oh, Fleming! We got a red flag! Fleming is up. A horrendous accident. The bike just pitched him over, and then he high-sided on the other side, but Fleming's up and okay. But the bike looks like it flipped end over end, and we got a red. And away they go! Marcello De Giudice gets a good shot, but it's not going to be enough as they go into turn number one. This race has been shortened to 6 laps. Okay, instead of 8 riders out there now, we've only got 7. We're minus Lee Fleming as they come down turn 5 and 6. They got a rider who rode off turn number 5, and he's now motocrossing that road race bike through the desert, but he's finally getting it all together and gets it back on the road and wheelies as he takes off. That was Marcello De Giudice who went off the track in turn number 5, and he re-enters the course dead last. John Glover out in front. Kenny Kopecky runs right on by him. As they head into turn number 1, they went in 3 abreast, and Glover cut off both of them. Oh, it was a great pass. Glover had the lead, and then the other 2 guys just went right by him. And then Glover had the great line into turn number 1 and just swooped by them both. And Glover still holds on to the lead with Geyer and Kopecky hot on the heels as they head around turn number 2. Right after this race, we're going to call back to Brainerd, Minnesota and get the results of the Superbike race. Glover's starting to extend his lead a little bit as they go around turn number 6 and come out of over the crest of the hill and down the back straight. It's Glover, Geyer, and Kopecky in that order. Geyer really getting a lot of horsepower out of that bike that he's got now. He's going to hold on to second over Kopecky. This is the best we've seen John Geyer go in a long time. Geyer definitely has found some horsepower on that motorcycle as he hangs on to John Glover and holds off Kenny Kopecky as they go around turn number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Kopecky is going to take over second spot from Geyer. Okay, Terry Stevenson on the road tax running in fourth position. Here they come out of turn number 9, and right now Glover's starting to inch his way a little bit farther along the track. Okay, it's still Glover, and now it's Kopecky and Geyer in that Kopeckying order. Then comes Terry Stevenson on that road tax. Then comes Marcello De Giudice, and then Lloyd Matsuda on the Suzuki. Okay, let's get race number 11 up to the pre-grid, please. We got 33 riders scheduled to go in this one. 600 modified production. 600 modified production up to the pre-grid, please. 600 modified production, race number 11 up to the pre-grid. Kopecky and Geyer in the race of his life. Geyer really impressive here, leading when the red flag came out. It's Glover, and look at Kopecky now. He's going to try and get into the lead, but Glover's going to hold him off into one. Geyer now kind of more or less settling for third. As they head around the first turn, it's still Glover, but holding off a very hard-charging Kopecky as they head around turn number 2. Right after this race, I might be gone for about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to go down to the tower over here and call Brainerd, Minnesota to get the results of the Superbike race so we can give them to you fans out here today and also get them on the radio show tonight. We'll have Cheryl up here announcing while I'm down there doing the... 600 modified production up to the pre-grid, please. 600 modified production. Kopecky now is taking over the lead, it looks like. No, Glover's still holding on to the lead on that Danny Coe-tuned Yamaha. Or is that a Honda he's on? Look at Kopecky, though. That horsepower on the straightaway is not quite enough. John Geyer settling for third spot. 172, Terry Stevenson on the road tax, barely holding off. Marcello De Giudice coming up from dead last. He's now working his way up. third, but a good run by John Geyer, finishing third. In fourth spot, it's going to be 411 Marcello de Giudice, 600 modified production. We've got 33 riders going, and we've only got one rider up on pre-grid. We're going to green flag this thing off with as many riders as we can. We're going on a time schedule from here on in, and we don't care how many riders show up. You can be dead last on the line, but we're going to send this race off without you if you don't get those 600 modified production bikes up.